What's up with it, Raider Nation? It's your boy, Raider Honcho, and I'm back with a brand new video for you. If you're a fan of the Las Vegas Raiders and want to support this channel, please subscribe. Also, check out Raiderhoncho.com, pick you up some of that merch, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Both are at Raider Honcho. So, let's get right into it. Jeff Heath was released yesterday. Actually, I think he's going to be released today, but the news broke yesterday that he was going to be released. I believe that saves us about $3.16 million, three and some change. And I think the Casey Hayward signing was a one-year, $4 million deal. We don't know the incentives or how the deal breaks out, so I believe it might be more closer to an even swap. Another thing with the Jeff Heath release is there's no dead money, right? No cap hit, nothing like that. So now everybody's asking, like, is it a good move? Is it a bad move? I've been seeing on Twitter, and I wasn't really going to get into the Jeff Heath situation, but I've been seeing on Twitter a lot of people asking, why would you get rid of him? Why with this? Why with that? Some people saying he sucks. Some people saying this or that. But, I mean, my reaction and my response to that and my thinking on that is that I think the Raiders just want to go younger and I think want to just save money. Obviously, they drafted 3 safeties in the draft. I don't think all of them going to play safety, but I think that they wanted to get younger. I think Heath is turning 30 years old. Now, I will say, I had no issues with Heath, right? I had no issue with Heath at all. I thought he was pretty decent in coverage. I will say the 2 things that I hated about Heath the most was, 1, he made my boy Derek Carr fumble that one game against Dallas going into the end zone, which would have won us the game. And 2, he got knocked out the damn game when he hit a quarterback when we played the Jets. I believe that was him. I believe that was Jeff Heath that went to go hit Sam Darnold and got concussed and had to go take a nap somewhere. I didn't like that. I don't need my safeties getting put out the game by a damn quarterback, okay? That was the only 2 strikes I had against him. But I will say I'm not that surprised only because I remember making a video a couple months ago when free agency was about to start and about how we were going to get under the cap and our cap money and we didn't have no money to give free agents. I made a list of people that we would probably release or restructure contracts. Obviously, Nassib was on there. Arden Key was on there. And Jeff Heath was on there as well. And I was just talking about all this money that would be freed up to go get a Sherman or get other DBs in the secondary and in free agency. So I'm not that surprised that this happened. But I will say, guys, we got to take notice here. We got to take some damn notice. You cannot trust a damn thing Mike Mayock says, okay? Like, I'm telling you right now, you can believe him, but you can't trust him. I mean, just before the draft, he was talking about, we're pretty happy with our right tackle position. And then they go and draft the right tackle at 17, and none of us thought should be taken at 17, right? And then after the draft, he tells us that Merrick and Jeff Heath are going to battle for the starting safety job. And not damn Jeff Heath ain't even on the team to make the battle. He ain't even going to get a chance to compete for the job. He's not even on the team. So you just can't trust nothing that Mike Mayock says, which is only scary when you think about the fact that he loves Derek Carr. When he says we pound the table for Derek Carr, we stand shoulder to shoulder in the support of Derek Carr. Oh, Lord, Derek Carr, you might as well pack your bags up now, man. Because if this guy says it is an indictment on him doing the absolute opposite. You can almost book it. You can't trust nothing the guy says. So when they tell me that Leatherwood was the highest rated person on their board at 17, no. I don't believe it now. I believe John Gruden wanted him, and now you have to make it sound good. That's just my opinion. But back to the matter at hand, which is really just the secondary, okay? Like, I think that we drafted some players that gives us depth at the secondary, in the secondary, especially the safety position. But to me, it would look like that the starting safeties are going to be Jonathan Abram and it's going to be Trayvon Merrick, with the backups being Carl Joseph will be backing up in the strong safety position, and Gillespie will be backing up in the free safety position. I know some of you guys are thinking Diablo. I think Diablo's going to play more of a linebacker, but I think Carl Joseph gives them a little more versatility to play either strong safety or free safety. That's the only thing concerning to me is that if you knew you were going to get rid of Jeff Heath, I might have just taken another safety in the draft. The Nazar Dean, Jamar Johnson was available late. I just might have just got somebody to give us more natural depth at that position. Gillespie is a good player. He's a little raw, but I think he doesn't do that well in coverage, so we'll just have to see what they do with that. Defensive back coach is really good. As far as the DBs go in general, or as a whole, I mean, we have like 7 or 8 cornerbacks. I don't see all of them making the team, but it's going to be very interesting to see what they do. I do like that we have a lot of depth now, right? We have DB is like 4 or 5 positions deep when you think of the cornerback, safeties, nickel, slots, whatever the case may be. So I do think you need a lot of corners. It's going to be very interesting to see how this is going to play out for us. But overall, I think Jeff Heath being released was a good move by the Raiders as far as money. It's just a little, I'm not going to say confusing to me, but I would like to have somebody in the secondary that has coverage experience, and I thought Heath was very good in coverage, or at least decent in coverage. I mean, he was our Patrick Mahomes stopper. You know how Ron Artest used to be like the Kobe stopper? Like, he was like our Patrick Mahomes stopper, man. Like, he was getting the job done against Pat Mahomes. But like I said, man, with Trayvon Merrick back there, he's the end-all, be-all for me. Here's our #1 guy. If he goes down, our secondary is going to be hurt no matter who the backup is. But right now, I would think it would be Merrick and Abram starting, and you would have Gillespie and Carl Joseph backing up. And then you also have Diablo has experience at safety, and you have Carl Joseph who can maybe go back there. I think Levitt is a safety, but I think he's going to be on the team more as a special teams player. I don't think he has a solidified spot right now. I think he'll have to earn a spot in camp. But yeah, man, get down in the comments. Let me know what you think. I think the #1 thing we get out of that Jeff Heath being released is that you can't trust Mayock, man. You just can't trust that guy. Like, he'll say whatever the hell he has to say, man, and just get to the next question. That is unbelievable to me. Let me know in the comments what you think. I think Jeff Heath being released was a good move. We have to go younger. Our younger secondary is just going to have to learn how to play. They're going to have to step it up. I think that Jonathan Abram is going to play well. I think Trayvon Merrick is going to do just fine. And you have Carl Joseph who can bounce him back and forth. I don't think the Raiders like him at free safety as much. Obviously, we got rid of him when he was at the position. So I think that it's really just going to come down to Trayvon Merrick stepping up and Gillespie being able to learn on the fly. And we're just getting younger, which is why I say I don't think 2021 is the season for us to think it's playoffs or bust or Super Bowl or bust. I think it's just a year for us to take a huge step forward and be competitive in every game and not lose games the way we lost them last year. I think this is a 10-win team. I don't think 10-win might not get us into the playoffs. So to me, it's not a playoff or bust situation. I think we're building for 2022, 2023. And until they extend Derek Carr, I don't feel like you can say that this is the team that they're ready to take the step forward to win a Super Bowl with. Because if they thought Derek Carr was the quarterback to get him to the Super Bowl, they would extend him. And if they don't feel like they have the quarterback to get them to the Super Bowl, then I can't feel like it's Super Bowl or bust for us. But you let me know what you think in the comments. If you like the video, like the video. If you like the content on the channel, please subscribe to the channel. And until the next time, Raider Honcho out.